we're getting a first look at the 2026 Harley-Davidson Nightster. Guys, you have no idea how hard it's been for me to keep this into myself. A few months ago, Harley-Davidson reached out and offered me a very exclusive opportunity to go see, ride, and shoot with some brand new 2026 New Year model motorcycles. I soon after found myself at a, well, at the time, top secret location with Harley-Davidson and their production team, where I'd stay for a few days filming, riding, and watching getting the first look at these unreleased motorcycles. It was the coolest opportunity, and I couldn't talk about it for months after that. So I'm so excited for today because today I'm bringing you in to join me for a first look at the 2026 Nightster. I've been so excited about this bike. It's been so hard not talking about my excitement. In addition to showing you this brand new sexy ride, I'm going to take you in for some BTS of what this Harley photo shoot and production looks like. It's been the coolest experience, and oh boy, I am so excited to actually finally get to talk about it. So come on, let's get lost with Harley-Davidson in this Nightster at the New Year model shoot. Good morning from day 3 of this Harley-Davidson production. I'm about to go into wardrobe. You can see what I'm pointing at. We're going to put wardrobe on, and then they're going to give us breakfast. Side note, the catering every day has been so generous. Like yesterday we were at what? Over 10,000 feet of elevation, and the catering gave us like beef and chicken shish kebab and like spicy carrots, which I didn't even know it was a thing. It's been really impressive, and I feel really just spoiled to be here, honestly. I'll show you kind of just a quick look around. I know wardrobe is still setting up. They're trying to find the look that I got for today. So let's have a quick mini tour, and then we're gonna really walk around. They just pulled out a new motorcycles, and today I'm gonna get to experience, sit on, ride, and show you guys the 2026 Harley-Davidson Nightster. Good morning. Woo, they're pulling out the rest of them this morning. We had a 6:10 a.m. call time in the hotel lobby where the crew and talent is staying, and I think right now it's like 7:10, but we're gonna start at like 7:30 or so. I need to get dressed. Looks like they're ready for me. I really like this one, especially with the boots. I think we're about to get started, but I've got this cowlick. Let's see if I can make her behave. Everything is so cool, and everybody is so kind. I'm just like, oh, the ladies will be here. This is where you get to have more fun and like try out a different look. What you got, Jean? I want to know when Hot Rod wants to do her walk around on the blue one. Wait, I was hoping you'd say that. I got the mic out for you. We got Singer, the production coordinator. Singer's been really patient with me, learning how to be an emo girl. We've talked for a lot before we finally got to meet. This has been the coolest experience. I'll take care of it. Oh yeah, it was hailing yesterday. I did get some of that. It got hailed, got sunny, then hailed again, and then the storms. During our safety meeting, we're having this safety meeting. It might not rain on us. It's just rolling thunder. And now outfitted, I want to go check out this bike I get to experience today. All right, guys. Today, I'm with Jean from Harley-Davidson, and Jean knows so much more about this bike I'm about to get to experience. The 2026 Harley-Davidson Nightster. This is a totally foreign bike to me. I hear great things, I see great things, but I want to know more. So Jean, can you help us learn about this Nightster? Absolutely. For Harleys you've been riding, our heritage and your air-cooled big twin kind of motors, this is a much more modern technology style. Not that the others aren't, but this is a liquid-cooled overhead cam, 60-degree, relatively smaller displacement by a higher revving. Maybe something comparable to like an import bike, but it runs amazing. Still our Veet, Win, still our heritage in there, but overhead cam, fully liquid-cooled, good little power plant. When you say liquid-cooled, to me that sparks my ears, because one thing with the heritage that I experienced is in places like the 105 degrees I rode in through Arizona. It was so hot, and then I could feel the extra heat from the exhaust. So to me, that's really appealing to see this liquid-cooled bike. Liquid cooling maintains engine temperature, exhaust temperature is not too much affected by that. but exhaust routing on this one. Come around the other side. Really put in a lot of work to try and keep that away from the rider. The exhaust here is way below your leg, and the front one is really tucked in nice. So when you sit on that, exhaust heat is really mitigated on this one as much as possible. And also, I just found out there's something unique about the tank. Can you tell us about that? The tank is not a tank. It's an airbox cover. The tank itself is actually under the seat. If the tank's up down there, and this is for aesthetics, how do you put gas in her? So you have your key, okay, right there. Oh, wait, okay, I didn't know it was like that. You put gas in it. Wait, that's cool. Yeah. With the fuel being held under the seat, it keeps the weight of the motorcycle very low. Center of gravity is very low, center of mass when you pick this up off the kickst. And it feels like nothing, it's so light, as opposed to having 4 gallons of fuel up high on the tank. But what that also does is create us under that tank shell, if you want to call it that, is a big air box. So, lots of airflow, lots of stable airflow that feeds that motor. Especially a higher rever needs that kind of air box for stability and for power. So it serves 2 purposes and they both work great. Still look like a motorcycle, but under there is all like velocity stacks and air cleaner and all the air intake part of the bike. How much does this bike weigh, do you know? They're under 500. And this bike actually has a lot of power, right? Yeah. So the power delivery on these for the overhead cam liquid cooled kind of motor, they are more of a revving kind of motor as opposed to a real low bottom end torque. So higher RPM, kind of a sound and feel to it compared to the Heritage, which is very low and kind of lopey. This is much more performance-oriented. It sounds more, so that kind of a sound compared to the big twin sound. I like that, I didn't expect your sound so throaty. Yeah. So 975cc. We make also some of this Rev Max platform in a 1250cc. But the Nightster is a 975cc, has 3 ride modes as well. So you get your rain mode, you get your road mode, and you get your sport mode. Excellent for beginners just using rain mode, because the power is reduced across the board and then work yourself up. So excellent entry level bike. Again, for cost, the power delivery wouldn't be scary down there. And then as you grow into it with the different ride modes, you'll be able to grow with your bike. Hand controls are very simple and laid out nice on this. Ignition switch on, the bike will come to life. Down here, you have all your options. So right now, we're in road mode. One simple button right here. That would be sport mode, so that would be your quickest, peppiest one. And then we have the rain mode as well, which is great for rain and slash or beginning when you're starting your sort of journey through motorcycling, because it cuts at like 25% power. Yeah, thereabouts. Depends on the conditions. Is there anything else we should know about this 2026 model that's like new to this model? I do know, like comparing to the 2025s, like the LED were new and stuff like that. Yes, for 2026 powertrain and most of the bike is new. It just gets a fresh like makeover styling wise. We get the highlighted accents that maybe you see on that side, but more on this side on the engine, more blacked out. You know this previous models had a lot of gray on it. Now we've made the powertrain all black. And this side we did the highlighted fins that kind of resemble a lot of what the traditional Harley look is with the fins. See these highlighted parts, those machined parts. So that's new for 26 to kind of give it some sizzle, yeah, sexy. Thank you so much for teaching me and teaching us about this new 2026 Nightster. I think she's really sexy. I think she's retro. I can't wait, I'm about to. Maybe I'll like peace in my after that. So I'm about to get to ride her. I can't believe I get to be here for a spirited ride. This is so cool to get to see this first look of her. Okay, hold on. This is my first time sitting on her. Already, I love that my foot is fully on the ground. This doesn't happen for me a lot. It's amazing, right? What a great feeling. Yeah, And the pegs like sort of under your nice. The pegs are like under you kind of nice that over bumps. You can take your weight off your butt so it doesn't hurt your spine, you know. I like this extension I'm getting too. Yeah, I can't think of one bike that I've had this much foot on the ground. I mean, there are times where, like my jigsaw, I've lowered her 4 inches, which I know too much now. I'm going to change that. Yeah, reminds me of maneuverability, but my big toe is on the ground. Like, this is like I'm actually standing. Yeah, this is exciting. It's good. Wow. Okay, she's light too. Oh, I'm really excited to ride her. Okay. So excited about this 2026 Harley-Davidson Nightstar. Right as Gina and I were finishing up talking about the Nightstar, the production team began to rally everyone up so we can have our safety meeting before heading off to set. Oh my gosh, it's time to start shooting. A trademark, 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 a do the visor thing, drop your Instagram, drop your helicopter business. It's all via Jesse Twin J, ESS. Why yeah, he ain't no chick. Do you want me in the alleyway? Jesse and I can share the Nightstar today. Susie, right? Yeah. Susie got some behind the scenes for me. Thank you. Taking pictures of you all at the same time. I feel so special. Oh gosh, that's fun to ride a little behind the scenes. Thank you. In action, it was so fun getting to shoot with the Nightstar. I was really glad I got to learn about her, and then yes, I did get to ride her. First impressions. This 2026 Harley-Davidson Nightstar feels so light and nimble. I was really impressed with just how light she felt. It makes a big difference to have the center of gravity lower on the motorcycle. The fact that I'm sitting on top of the fuel tank instead of having it to where they typically are. I can really tell there's a difference when I'm maneuvering the motorcycle and doing things like taking turns. I really enjoyed riding the Nightstar. I really appreciate that she has such a balance of being light and nimble while also having so much power. And with the fact that you can decrease the amount of power the bike gets by going into rain mode, this bike would be both a great option for people who know how to ride, but also those learning to ride. I'm really impressed.